Hello, my name's Tony Amore. I'm an artist from Stoke-on-Trent, a classical pianist, trained to be a concert pianist with the Russian classical pianist teacher Tatiana, who's teaching me at Kiel University, teaching me piano at Kiel University in Kiel University Clockhouse, the music department there. And I go up and I have piano lessons off Tatiana, who's from Moscow, trained in piano in Moscow, and she gives me these piano lessons. This is Paul Warlow. He's a fantastic artist, genius artist from Stoke-on-Trent, Staffordshire, England. This is the album that he's done, Cool That Dude. Paul Warlow. So that's the album that he's done. And they're the songs on his album. So Robbie Williams, Reality Killed the Video Star. That's Robbie Williams. The amazing, talented Robbie Williams. It's my t-shirt I've done, Tony Amore, printed gift house. This is the artist, French artist, Jacques-Louis David. French artist, 1800s. He painted Napoleon Bonaparte. When Napoleon Bonaparte was alive and Jacques-Louis David, the artist, was alive, he painted Napoleon Bonaparte, the early 1800s, commissioned him. And this is another painting that's been done by Jacques-Louis David, the French artist. So I had this done, printed gift house, a t-shirt, printed gift house limited in Newcastle-under-Lyme, Stoke-on-Trent, Staffordshire. So you can see the work of Jacques-Louis David here. This is a t-shirt I've had, another t-shirt which is done. It's got Britney Spears on and Bruno Mars. You can see that, Britney Spears and Bruno Mars. And with my name on, Tony Amore. So I'm very happy with that. And Britney Spears t-shirt. Hi, my name's Tony Amore. I'm an artist from Stoke-on-Trent, Staffordshire, and a classical pianist, trained to be a concert pianist with the help of Tatiana Iskandarova, who teaches me piano lessons, Franz Liszt and Frédéric Chopin, and different piano pieces. At Kiel University, she teaches me Staffordshire, and she's from Moscow, trained in Moscow as a piano teacher. She's got a master's degree in music. And she's been very helpful to me. This is Franz Liszt, Hungarian Rhapsody. This is just using the right hand only, and it's the Hungarian Rhapsody by Franz Liszt, 1800s piano composer. I think he composed this Hungarian Rhapsody in 1851, Hungarian Rhapsody number 2 in 1851. He composed it, Franz Liszt did. So I'm just going to do the right hand actually. So, sorry. So that's the Hungarian part of the Hungarian Rhapsody by Franz Liszt. That's how it goes with the right hand, which I've played before. I played parts of the Hungarian Rhapsody before. So I played this before. So I've played that before anyway, the Hungarian Rhapsody. So Franz Liszt. It's Franz Liszt, Hungarian Rhapsody. So, and this is Franz Liszt himself, the great composer, piano composer, virtuoso, dazzling showman on the classical piano, Franz Liszt. A mighty genius, supreme Franz Liszt. This is Frédéric Chopin, Etude in C minor, Opus 10, number 12. And Frédéric Chopin composed this in 1830. I like Frédéric Chopin. Like I said before, this is my t-shirt. It's got Bruno Mars on and Britney Spears. And that's my tattoo. I've done it. Tribal Images in Stoke-on-Trent. Oz, who works there, he's a great guy. He's been on MTV. He's been on MTV, Oz has. And Kirsty, his partner, and Rob, who work at Tribal Images in Stoke-on-Trent, and they've done my tattoos. I've got Britney Spears printed on, tattooed on the top there. So I'm very happy with that. So this is Frédéric Chopin. Oh yeah, that's my t-shirt. I've got Tony Amore on top. There's Britney Spears. I'm sorry. There's Britney Spears. And there's Bruno Mars. Thank you. So this is Frédéric Chopin's piano piece, The Revolutionary Study. It's known as the Revolutionary Study, or the Revolutionary Etude by Frédéric Chopin. Like I said, 1830 composed this, in 1830. So, stay there. So start again. So anyway, that's Frédéric Chopin's Etude in C minor. Trying to figure out this bit here. How does this bit go here? I think it goes. C, then you go to B. Then you go to B. Then it's G. Back to C, B, C, B, and then back up to B here. So I think that's how it goes. That's how it goes. So C, 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 G, F, E. D, this D, C, B, B. Maybe up here. So out. So think that's how it goes anyway, that bit. So I suppose, yes, I suppose that's how it goes. So I'll try that again. Same again. I think we're going to that's the Etude by Frédéric Chopin. So moving on. There's another t-shirt that I've had done. James Dean, the famous actor, went to the Actors Studio. Lee Strasberg taught at the New York City in the 1950s. She was an actor, and he was a acting teacher, and he taught Marilyn Monroe and he taught James Dean. So, and this is from the movie Giant. And this is James Dean, as you can see. So yes, it's my James Dean t-shirt I've had done. See that? I'm very happy about that. So yes, this is James Dean. That's the t-shirt I've had done. That's James Dean himself, the actor. He's an amazing actor. He starred in the movie Giant. So he was a brilliant actor, James Dean.
Well, I don't see what's so bad. See what's so bad about taking a little drink. You don't?
So this is James Dean, the actor.
Minor, Mr. Stark, and it looks to me like he had more than a little drink.
Don't hum, dear.
That was pretty good in my day, too.
Oh, really, Frank? When was that?
This is James Dean, the actor. This is Rebel Without a Cause.
Hey, that's enough static out of you.
Brilliant actor, James Dean. Genius actor. 1950s. Died in a tragic car crash.
Cut it out now, I'm warning
In
you.
1955.
You're shivering, John. Are you cool? Come on, let's go.
So this is James Dean, the actor, American actor, United States of America, 1950s. There's only a young man there. I think he was 25 when he died, James Dean, in the car crash. He was an amazing actor, James Dean.
Saying that. He's saying just don't volunteer.
Just tell a little white lie. You'll learn when you're older, Jim.
Well, I don't think that I'm
Rebel Without a Cause.
Well, it doesn't matter anyway because we're moving.
Movie.
I'm not tearing me loose again.
Well, this is news to me. Just why are we moving?
Oh, do I have to spell
You
it
are
out?
not going to use me as an excuse again.
I don't.
Every time you can't face yourself, you blame it on me.
That is not true.
You say it's because of me, you say it's because of the neighborhood.
No.
You use every other phony excuse. Mom, I want to do something right. And I don't want you to run away from me again.
Dad, this is all going too fast
You
for
better
me,
give
son.
me something. You better give me something fast.
Jimmy, you're very young.
A foolish decision now could wreck your whole life. In 10 years, you'll never know this even happened.
Dad, answer her.
Tell her. 10 years. Dad, let me hear you answer her. Dad. Dad.
Dad stand up for me.
Stand up!
You want to kill your own father?
So that was James Dean, a movie actor from Hollywood, California in the 1950s, and he also starred in the movie Giant. It's a t-shirt I got with my name written on it, Tony Amore, which I'm very happy about. So I'm very happy with that. Caravaggio painting. As well as Paul Warlow, you can see Phil Dooley on YouTube as well. And Phil Dooley is electric guitarist. He's got some music on The Art of the Moorlands and Lake of Winds, which is on YouTube. Phil Dooley used to go to the American Clubhouse and Observatory, which is run by Brighter Futures, a mental health organisation. He was very talented, Phil Dooley. Pete Limer is another one who used to go to the American Clubhouse and the Observatory. He's a gifted songwriter, Pete Limer, and he's got a song on YouTube called Ghost Train, so that's worth listening to. Ray Finney is another one. He used to go to the American Clubhouse, so he's got some songs on YouTube as well. Ray Finney on YouTube. Elvis Presley. The King, and always will be the King. The King. King of music, king of singing, the most very famous and still well loved person, entertainer in the world. Very great man, very, very great man, Elvis Presley. There'll never be another one like him. He was fantastic. The Beatles, they're amazing as well. This is me, Tony Amore. E.L. Norman did this photograph. E.L. Norman in Newcastle under Lyme, Staffordshire. Professional photographers. I had classical guitar lessons off Steve Finney for 8 years. I had piano lessons when I was young as well. And then I used to go to John Lambert, another Spanish guitarist, classical guitarist. I used to have lessons off him. Classical guitar lessons off him, of John Lambert of Stoke-on-Trent, Staffordshire. Like I said before, I'd like to thank Vanessa Renshaw, the Chief Executive Officer of the Open Door charity, which is on the internet, which is online. Vanessa Renshaw has given me this property because I was living on the streets for a year. I said 3 years, but it was 1 year I was on the streets, sleeping rough during a really harsh winter. That was about 3 years ago, and I've been living here 3 years. So I get my piano lessons off Steve Harper. He's a piano teacher in Stoke-on-Trent, and I'll be having 10 hours off Steve. He teaches me these Chopin pieces of Franz Liszt and stuff. And so I have 2 hours a day, 10 hours, so that's for 5 days. And Steve Harper's got a postgraduate in music. He's got a huge degree in music, so he knows music inside out, Steve Harper. But I also have Tatiana, as I said before, and I go up to, because I have 2 piano teachers at Keele University, and I go up to Keele University and have classical piano lessons off the Russian piano teacher Tatiana Iskandarova, and she teaches me these concert pianist piano pieces as well. She's absolutely amazing, Tatiana on the piano. Rome, beautiful Rome. I've been to Rome in Italy. It's a beautiful place. This is when I was in the Sentinel newspaper, Staffordshire, a while back. Oh well, no, it's only 4 weeks ago. In October 22nd, 2018. So the Sentinel newspaper, Staffordshire, printed an article about me, and with my artwork. And there I am, with my artwork at the Brampton Museum and Art Gallery in Stoke-on-Trent. And I painted a Napoleon picture. So that was for the Combined Mental Health NHS Trust for Mental Health. And that's what the exhibition was for. Reveal Zoe Best, the brilliant Zoe Best of the American Club, the Observatory of the Support Time and Recovery Team for Mental Health, and a brilliant artist as well. Zoe Best is the one from Stoke-on-Trent who organised this exhibition, which was in the Sentinel newspaper, Staffordshire. Also, thank you to the Sentinel newspaper, Staffordshire. The new movie out, Vincent van Gogh, At Eternity's Gate. Willem Dafoe plays Vincent van Gogh. This is in the Guardian newspaper. The Guardian. So there he is, Vincent van Gogh, the Guardian newspaper. And that's the new movie, At Eternity's Gate, about the life of Vincent van Gogh. I think Rupert Friend is another actor who plays alongside Willem Dafoe. He had a charmed life. I mean, Vincent van Gogh had a charmed life. No. Vincent van Gogh. Willem Dafoe has had a charmed life. This is my artwork, which I did in Johnny Bermudez class. He taught me how to do portrait art. He's an amazing artist, Johnny Bermudez. And that's when I lived in Leek Town, about 7 years ago. And Johnny Bermudez is a portrait artist, and he's from Venezuela. And he's an amazing artist, Johnny Bermudez. He was born in Venezuela, and he taught me how to do portraits. And this is a Raphael drawing that I've done charcoal and soft pastels. And I copied this Raphael. Picture. That's the Raphael. That's what Raphael painted, and I did my version of the Raphael painting. And that's me, Tony Amore. So that's some work I did in Johnny Bermudez art class. It's fantastic. A fantastic experience for me. It's a Caravaggio I've drawn. I've said before, I love Caravaggio's artwork, and I copy his artwork. This is the Bacchus, god of wine and song. Caravaggio painted it. Michelangelo Merisi did Caravaggio. He painted it in 1598, but I've done a pencil drawing of it recently. That's me, Tony Amore. There he is, holding the wine glass, Bacchus. And Caravaggio painted this. I think he was born in 1571 and died in 1610. He was 39 when he died. Sometimes I get my dates a bit mixed up on things, so you have to forgive me. This is a Jackson Pollock. This is a Caravaggio that I've drawn. So I love copying Caravaggio's work. There's a Caravaggio I copied. Boy Bitten by a Lizard. The Caravaggio did in the early 1500s. So I've drawn this in pencil. I love drawing as much as I like playing piano. Sometimes my mood can go very low. I'm on antidepressants, but I can become quite poorly quite quickly with depression. But I get support off people, so that's good. This is a Raphael that I've drawn. A Raphael painting that I've copied. Raphael Sanzio, one of my favourite artists as well. It's a saint with his halo. So I copied this from a Raphael, the Renaissance artist. Who worked for the powerful popes in Italy. Raphael died in 1520 and he was 36 years old when he died. He was a genius artist, so I've copied this Raphael. It's another Raphael that I've done. I copied. So I copied this from a Raphael painting, Raphael Sanzio. I knew Michelangelo Buonarroti and Leonardo da Vinci. They're all three of them were around living at the same time. Raphael Santi, Michelangelo Buonarroti and Leonardo da Vinci. And I think Botticelli, Sandro Botticelli was alive at the same time as well. It's my artwork. It's in the Westminster office. And it's in the House of Commons. So Karen Bradley put my artwork, Karen Bradley the MP from Staffordshire, from Stoke-on-Trent, Staffordshire, and she put my artwork in her office in the Houses of Parliament. So I'm very pleased about that. Very, very pleased about that. So my artwork's in the Houses of Parliament. So when she said she was going to put it in her office, I thought she meant in her office in Staffordshire. But no, I had this letter from the House of Commons, House of Parliament, and she's going to put it there. Thank you for your professional drawings you have done. They may be very valuable one day when you become famous, she said. Karen Bradley, the MP, Member of Parliament. That's my real name, Anthony Downey. But I changed it to Anthony Jose Amore Diego Downey. I changed it to Anthony Jose Amore Diego Downey. And I was put in the Westminster offices in London. This is when I was on television, and the Daily Telegraph gave us a brilliant write-up when I was on television. It's a Mad World. I was on BBC Comic Relief 2007. It's a Mad World, produced by Martin Hicks. The director was Martin Hicks from the BBC Bristol and Claire Martin. And Martin X, yes, the BBC producer. So the Daily Telegraph printed the story, did the story for me, which is good, for Martin X. This is from the team that produced the excellent Skint, documentary Skint. So Martin X from BBC Bristol also did the TV documentary Skint, which is on YouTube. There's The Guardian, they also did a write-up. 2007, Thursday, 15th of March 2007. Last night's TV. The mad world refuses to tiptoe around the subject. Mental illness. So that's what The Guardian did. So when I was on television with Jim, Wenda and Dave, Robbie Williams, from Stoke-on-Trent, Staffordshire. Amazing Robbie Williams. This is another t-shirt I've had done, name written on, Tony Amore, Michelangelo. This is the Michelangelo painting, Michelangelo Buonarroti, who worked for the powerful Pope Julius II in Rome, Italy. So that's a t-shirt I've had done. This is the Raphael I've been copying. Raphael Sanzio, which I copied, which I showed you earlier. I love Raphael's artwork. This is what Raphael did. He might have been about 21 when he painted this, 21 years old. Died in 1520 in Rome, Italy. A James Dean t-shirt, Giant, the movie, 1950s movie. The last movie James Dean did was Giant. Jeffrey Clamp, brilliant artist from Stoke-on-Trent. He's got a fine art degree from Stoke-on-Trent University, Staffordshire University. Jeffrey Clamp, this is his artwork. He's a brilliant artist, Jeffrey Clamp, and a really nice guy, and a brilliant poet. This is my objet d'art, objects of art. Fame, TV series. My mirror, grand mirror, Salvador Dali, Amore, Tony Amore, on a big wooden sculpture thing. That's my crown. Lauren Hardy, Stan Laurel and Oliver Hardy. Hollywood actors, Hollywood comedians, movie stars, big movie stars in Hollywood during the 1940s, 1930s, 1940s. Rachmaninoff, Sergei Rachmaninoff. This is a Piano Concerto number 3. It was wrote by Sergei Rachmaninoff. It's a fantastic piece of music, the hardest piano piece to play in the world, or one of them anyway. Amazing Rachmaninoff. I mean, this is the music of the Piano Concerto number 3. So you can see the grandeur of it. So they say it's one of the world's hardest piano pieces to play. That's what they say, and I can believe it. Beethoven, one of my favourites, Ludwig van Beethoven, wonderful. Van Gogh, Vincent van Gogh painting, Dr. Gachet. Vincent van Gogh, psychiatrist, he painted him. Painted his own doctor, Dr. Gachet. That's a famous Vincent van Gogh painting. Vincent van Gogh, the genius artist from Holland, Dutch artist, and his brother Theo. Al Pacino, Scarface. I like Al Pacino and Robert De Niro. Brilliant actors, amazing actors. Robert De Niro and Al Pacino, fantastic actors. Very talented, like Michael Caine, Sir Michael Caine, brilliant actor. Like James Dean. Not like me, because I'm not an actor. Strangely enough. Botticelli's work. Sandro Botticelli painted this in 1490. The Birth of Venus. Amazing Sandro Botticelli. Brilliant artist. Huge fresco this is in Italy. I think it's in Florence, Italy. That Sandro Botticelli painted. So, one of the world's greatest artists, Sandro Botticelli, without a doubt. This is the work of Giuseppe Ribera. Spanish artist. Giuseppe Ribera. Giuseppe Ribera, amazing artist. Like El Greco and the El Greco movie that's out, that was done only a few years ago. It was only, about 2 years ago, El Greco, the Greek. Brilliant movie, music of Vangelis. Stunning music of Vangelis. Like Vangelis, I like Jean-Michel Jarre as well, the French composer, Oxygene, Jean-Michel Jarre. But Vangelis wrote the music for El Greco movie. And that's a fantastic movie on YouTube to watch for the famous artist El Greco. Brilliant artist El Greco from Greece, but he worked in Toledo, Spain. This is Giovanni Tiepolo painting. t-shirt. I love Giovanni Tiepolo. Love his artwork, it's beautiful. Very talented Giovanni Tiepolo. Very talented artist, obviously. So yes, I love Giovanni Tiepolo's work. So yes, fantastic. Giovanni Tiepolo. This is the other t-shirt that I had done. By Giovanni Tiepolo. Brilliant work. My name printed on the top. The Banquet of Cleopatra. Really like Tiepolo. This is a Jacques Louis David painting. French artist I was telling you about. So this is another t-shirt I've had done with the name on. This is Jacques Louis David painted this in the 1800s. It's a huge painting in Paris, France, in the Louvre Gallery. Got my name printed on the top, Tony Amore. This is a fantastic artist, Jacques Louis David. French artist, French, 1800s. This is the other Jacques Louis David. Name printed on the top, Tony Amore. It's the other Jacques Louis David painting, 1800s artist. More Sentinel articles about me when I was in the Sentinel newspaper. There's my artwork in the background. There I am. That's lovely Sandra from Stoke-on-Trent, Staffordshire. This was a restaurant, Piccadilly Brasserie in Anley, Stoke-on-Trent, Staffordshire. She let me exhibit my work in her restaurant, Sandra. Lovely lady. Another exhibition that I did, Sentinel Staffordshire. Took the photograph and printed the story. This is Printed Gift House, where I get my t-shirts printed. Based in Newcastle-under-Lyme, Stoke-on-Trent. New York, New York. BBC Radio Stoke, I love Burslem. BBC Radio Stoke. I like Signal Radio as well. Signal Radio. And I think I'm trying to think of the radio presenter's name now. Oh well, he'll come back to me in a minute. So, there you go. Louise Stones, that's it, Louise Stones of Radio Stoke. I think she's wonderful, I think she's lovely. Louise Stones on Radio Stoke. Louise on Radio Stoke. Stoke-on-Trent, Staffordshire, she's lovely. This has got my name on, Tony Amore. It's Caravaggio painting. Boy with a basket of fruit, something he did early on in his career. Fantastic artist, Caravaggio. 39 when he died. Michelangelo de Caravaggio, Michelangelo Merisi. Not Michelangelo Buonarroti who painted the Sistine Chapel in Rome, but this is Michelangelo Merisi, also known as Caravaggio. Brilliant artist, Caravaggio. Realist artist, known for his dark and light, and which is known as chiaroscuro. And his life was a mixture of dark and light. His own life was, when he lived in Italy. This is Jacques-Louis David's work I was telling you about. The artist Jacques-Louis David, French artist, painted Napoleon. So Napoleon would have been in Jacques-Louis David's studio and he would have himself painted. Napoleon would, and he would obviously pay Jacques-Louis David, an awful lot of money to paint this picture. And this is the painting of Napoleon Bonaparte going over, crossing the Alps. So he was probably very happy with this painting after Jacques-Louis David painted it. The Emperor of France in the 1800s, early 1800s. So yes, Jacques-Louis David painted Napoleon Bonaparte quite a few times, French artist. So he was a very lucky man to have met Napoleon Bonaparte at that time. It must have helped his career loads. Paul Warlow's artwork, Stoke-on-Trent, Staffordshire, and my poetry. There you go, Paul Warlow, Tony Amore. That's when I used to write poetry. I don't write poetry anymore. I haven't written poetry for years. I don't know why, I just haven't. This is when I used to write poetry. Paul Warlow's amazing artwork. You can see Paul Warlow's artwork, Serene Soulmate, on YouTube. This is me when I was in the paper. This is me in the paper. This is a poster of me done by E.L. Norman, photographers, Staffordshire. See me on YouTube if you wanted to, on a television programme that I did. I was on BBC One, Comic Relief, broadcasted in 2007 on television. If you type Comic Relief 2007 Part 3, and you'll see me on the documentary on YouTube. Me, Jim Wender, and Dave. Picture of me. And E.L. Norman photographed me in a studio in the photo shoot, which was a brilliant experience. That's me, artist, musician, and classical pianist, piano player. So I was very happy with that. Another poster of me. When it's not just Tony Amore. Jesus Christ. Another poster of me smiling. Taken by E.L. Norman, Roger, E.L. Normans, Newcastle-under-Lyme, Staffordshire. Professional photographers. The brilliant artist Ronnie Wood. And the band, from the band The Rolling Stones, famous Rolling Stones with Mick Jagger. It's me with a James Dean t-shirt on. Giant, the movie, from the movie Giant that James Dean did, the last film he did, 1954. James Dean, the actor. He went to the actor's studio. Marilyn Monroe also went to the actor's studio where Lee Strasberg was a teacher, and he taught him how to act in the 1950s. And I think it's called the Stanislavski method, or method acting anyway. And that's what Lee Strasberg, this guy in New York City, the United States of America in the 1950s, he was like one of the top acting teachers in America at that time, the elite. And it was very expensive to have lessons off Lee Strasberg, who was a genius artist. So James Dean went to his acting studio to learn acting lessons. He was multi-talented, James Dean, musician, artist, obviously actor, very talented man, young man who died, like I said, in 1955 in a fatal car crash. Some of my tattoos that I had done. One with a gun. Tribal Images did these, us. He's a nice guy, us, great guy, very talented tattooist. Tribal Images, Stoke-on-Trent, Staffordshire. You can see them. That's one that he did anyway. So I'm very happy with that. So here I am again with my Britney Spears t-shirt. My name printed on the top, Tony Amore, Britney Spears, and Bruno Mars. Brilliant, very talented Bruno Mars, singer, pop star, talented, very talented. Like Robbie Williams, and Britney Spears is very talented, obviously, and very beautiful looking woman. Yes, I really like her. Wouldn't mind going out with her in my dreams, like, but you never know. No, I doubt it, but you never know. But yes, I love Britney Spears. I think she's amazing. Very beautiful, very talented. Britney Spears. Jules Holland, he's a good guy to watch. Playing the piano, Jules Holland. I like Jules Holland. He's very talented. Paul Weller, he's very good. I like Oasis, the band, Oasis. I think they're very good. Oasis. No, is it Noel Gallagher and Liam Gallagher? Oasis. Yes. Anyway, I like Oasis songs. Very good. And Paul Weller, he's a genius. Paul Weller. This is Franz Liszt, the Campanella. Brilliant piano piece. This is just with the right hand. That's Franz Liszt, the Campanella. Brilliant piece, brilliant piano piece to play. This is one that I've been learning. This is Chopin's Ballad in G minor. Chopin's Ballad in G minor from the movie The Pianist, starring Adrian Brody, the pianist. And Adrian Brody plays Vladislav Spielmann, who is lived in occupied Poland, and during World War II, and he survived it. Vladislav Spielmann is a concert pianist in Poland, real life concert pianist, and the Pianist movie is outstanding to watch. Very outstanding film to watch. Very powerful and outstanding film to watch. The Pianist movie, and Vladislav Spielmann is the guy, is an inspiring guy. I also like David Alfgott and the movie Shine, about the Australian concert pianist David Alfgott, who had mental health problems, and the movie Shine, which stars the wonderful actor Geoffrey Rush and also the wonderful actor Sir John Gielgud. That's a brilliant film, true story about David Alfgott, who had a nervous breakdown, concert pianist. He played the Rachmaninoff Piano Concerto No. 3, the hardest piano piece to play in the world, this one. He played this. Unfortunately, had a nervous breakdown. He's still alive, David Alfgott, and still touring, still playing concert piano pieces. He's an amazing guy. I don't know if you can remember, just go slightly off subject, but I've been watching Charlie's Angels. Jacqueline Smith and Farrah Fawcett Majors and Cheryl Ladd, Kate Jackson. Brilliant film, amazing. Brilliant TV series, Charlie's Angels. I don't know if you can remember that. I was watching a documentary about it yesterday. It's very good, very good. I like it. I thought they were very beautiful, the women in that. It's a shame about Farrah Fawcett. It's a wonderful star, Farrah Fawcett Majors. So this is Chopin's Ballad in G minor. So yeah, that's the Ballad in G minor by, that's part of it anyway, by Frédéric Chopin. So, yes, that's part of it anyway, by Frédéric Chopin. This is another part of it. And that's it from Tony Amore. That's it from Britney Spears and Bruno Mars. My pretty t-shirt with my name on top, Tony Amore. Thank you very much. Oh, I just want to show this first. Show you this. Genius artist, Jackson Pollock. Famous American United States artist, Jackson Pollock. Absolutely amazing artist. From the United States in New York. Died in a tragic car crash. He died in 1956. I said 1959, but it was 1956 when he died. He also died in a car crash, which is very sad. Brilliant artist, Jackson Pollock, and his brilliant artist wife, Lee Krasner. She was a brilliant, talented artist as well. His wife was Lee Krasner. So thank you very much from Tony Amore.